Good morning, everyone. Once again, this is Kim Chester Foliero, and today I will be sharing a report on writing for special audiences, uh, which is part of our modules 7 to 8, communicating through the web. So, yeah, so writing for special audiences is a crucial topic in development communication, particularly in the context of web-based content. So when we refer to the special audiences, we mean these are individuals who may have special needs, such as visual impairments or hearing disabilities, learning difficulties, or limited digital literacy. Okay, so let me begin my this report with a quote from Sydney Badu. She's a disability advocate, um, where she quote that people with disabilities are just worthy as those without disabilities to live happy and productive lives. So which is these are also evident in our society that those who have people who have disabilities or special needs, they feel that they are often excluded, especially in the traditional print media, right? So, but since we, as a development communication practitioners, our primary goals or objectives is to make an inclusive uh, communication materials that for the larger audience and for everyone, right? So we as a DevCom practitioners, we can use the web to offer a powerful opportunity to include them meaningfully. So in writing for the web, it is no longer just about the text. Um, it's about designing a content that is readable, watchable, and listenable for all our target audiences. So as a communicators or and as a DevCom practitioners, we must ensure that our writing, the print materials that we craft, is not only informative but also inclusive. Yeah. So we have here first our special audience, which are the visually impaired users. For them, enhanced descriptions are essentials, not just a basic alt text, but rich, meaningful explanations that convey the significance of an image. For example, like what I have here in my presentation, which is instead of saying bus, right? We might write or say a classic yellow bus with black stripes and a stop sign extended, right? So through this kind of descriptions, we can help our users to visualize and understand the context. We can also include, a spoken descriptions, or an audio files, uh, which are more engaging and these enhancements can allow our visually impaired users to access the content with dignity and depth. Okay, so for this slide, we should also considers our users with hearing disability or deaf users, where sign language integration is important for them, which is in this era, we benefit from the advancement of technology, where video content is becoming more common on social media platforms. And, thus we can incorporate videos with sign language interpreters in our web contents. So, as we saw on the television, or what I have here in my presentation, that which was in the 24 Horas news, there a sign language interpreter was placed beside a key content, right? So we can also integrate this in our web content for better communication to users with the hearing disabilities. And we can also add as subtitles, which is which will play a crucial role not just for deaf users but for many others who will benefit from visual reinforcement. So when we combine the sign language, the subtitles, and the clear visuals, we create a layered experience that respects the different modes of understanding of our audiences. Okay, so for the last one, we have here the learning disabilities or limited digital literacy. So we might have, so therefore, the key to effective communication is, clarity and visual support. So we can use photos, drawings, or a symbol to reinforce the meaning. So these visuals should be placed directly beside the relevant text to provide a better understanding or comprehension for our users. Like what I have here in my instructions, in my presentations. Sorry, uh, which is in a search bar. There is a magnifying glass icon beside the search bars to help our users, right, to for a better understanding about its functions without needing to read the instructions. So, this kind of design supports users who may have or who may struggle with memory or memory recall or text recognitions. So, it also benefits uh, those the non-readers and those unfamiliar with digital interfaces. So, another important strategy is providing clear instructions and examples. Like when we are filling out a form, right? So, for instance, we are filling out a form, there's a guide for like in this in my presentation. I have example here, the last name, first name, middle name. So it was written in the example that so when looking at that. Um, we already know how we are going to write or to fill out uh, the the information correctly. So this was included in the name section to help our users, to fill out the information correctly, and um, so these small actions or additions can make a big difference in usability and user empowerment. So in development communication, our primary objectives is to reduce the barriers, and we are writing with examples. Where is this is the way or the one way to make a difference in improving the quality of life of the people that we are influencing. Okay, so now let's wrap it up. To reflect on the broader implications of this topic, writing for special audiences is not just a technical adjustment, but it is a moral and participatory act that aligns with the core values of development communication, which are inclusion, uh, equity, and empowerment. So, through this discussion, let's always be reminded that the web can be a tool for inclusion. So, by designing a web content that speaks to diverse needs, we ensure that no one is left behind, despite of our capabilities. This is especially important in education as well, in government and advocacy platforms, where access to information can shape the lives of a person. And also, I like to emphasize that uh, in writing for special audiences, it means we are writing with empathy. It means, we are putting our feet into the shoes of others, to feel what they feel. It means that thinking beyond our own habits and imagining how others or how they experience the like reading in the web, absorb or consuming information. So whether through enhanced descriptions, sign language videos, or simple visual cues, we make the digital space more humane. And as I've always said, as a communicators and as a DevCom practitioners, um, we have the responsibility and the privilege to create the content that empowers people. Okay, so here are the references that I've used for this report that serves as my guide, as well as, I would like to thank you all for listening, and I hope that this report inspires you or inspires us all to not just write for the majority, but for everyone. Just mabalos po.